Hey everybody, the Respiral here, and welcome back to more of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. Okay, I've scrapped trying to use RetroArch. It just seems a bit too iffy still, which is a shame. It would be nice to have access to more filters and more, well, maybe more features, but oh well. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. That's what I should have stuck with, but never mind. Either way, let's begin Episode 4, The Forgotten Turnabout. Only downside is I've seen this intro like 5 times now, just from testing. To be fair, this doesn't look that bad. From here on out, let the council begin. It's just slightly blurrier when compared to RetroArch. Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the Goddess of Law. Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. That's Courtney's hammer! Ooh. Yeah, this sounds better already. But who are you? On RetroArch it just seemed like crackly all the time, which was strange. Why are you wearing that raincoat? And... and there she goes. Whee! Why, though? Why would she get pushed off the top of the tower? Don't make sense. It really don't. Right, this was basically where I made it to. I was like, don't think RetroArch's gonna be a good idea after all. April 5th, High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202. Calm down. You're getting dust everywhere. I've already cleaned this room 3 times since this morning. Well, now you'll need to do it a 4th time. You're way too calm, sir. What if they actually take your badge? A decision has not yet been made. But it looks like it's pretty much decided. Don't you remember what Judge Courtney said? Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PIC has you in its sights. They will receive a report on everything you did here today. And you will most likely be required to appear before them. I've been ordered to attend the meeting. That is all. I hate this, sir. I won't be able to work with you anymore. As a detective, perhaps you should welcome this turn of events. You would no longer have to work with such a troublesome prosecutor as myself. But why would you say something like that, sir? The problem is with the PIC and their false accusations. Mr. Edgeworth, don't tell me. You actually want to become a defense attorney? Oh. Because you can't do that. Being a prosecutor is exactly what makes you Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. A defense attorney, huh? I became a prosecutor because of the incident where I lost my father. However, the reason I became interested in the legal world was because my father, who passed away, had been a defense attorney. To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on. Are you listening, sir? I don't like this one bit. There is no need for you to be so pessimistic. Maybe my replacement will be more lenient during your salary assessments. I see. That way, I can eat more than just instant noodles every day. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Wait, what am I saying? That's not the point here. He was actually imagining it. We're busy right now. Come back later, pal. Oh. For a second then I thought that was someone from, the first game? The airline attendant. God, what was her name? Rhoda? No. I can't remember her name. She had black hair. That's all I do remember. Paging Mr. Edgeworth, is there a Mr. Miles Edgeworth here? Mr. Edgeworth is busy now. I'll listen to whatever you have to say later, pal. This isn't good. Your face has become all red. A red face. A red face. Like I said, we're kind of busy right now, so... I've got it! You have a tummy ache, right? This calls for an injection. Stat. Please, roll up your sleeve. No. I'm perfectly healthy. Who might you be? Ah, I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Karen Jensen. I'm a registered nurse at the Die Young Hospital. What a name for a hospital! Die young! I'm sorry, but nobody here is sick. You must have the wrong room. Are you Mr. Miles Edgeworth? You have such great wrinkles between your brow. Could it be lupus? This calls for an injection. It's not lupus. Just tell me what business you have with me. Ah, yes. Actually, there's someone who would like to see you. Please, wait a moment. I'll call them here right now. Wait. I think that woman has a thing for injecting people. She left, sir. I wonder who she's going to bring. She's bringing someone from the hospital. Could it be a patient, sir? Maybe it's someone who was traumatized by your harsh words. What is that supposed to mean? See? When you glare at me like that, it feels like I'm going to have a heart attack. You could send someone to the hospital with that. Is it really that bad? I'm just being my normal self, though. Okay. Jesus. Sorry for the wait. Well, what do you think? Wait, is that... No. Is that Kay? It's just from the eyes. What do I think? Do you not recognize me? Now that she mentions it, I feel like I've met her before. This card. Your name was written on it. Do you know who I am? Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe you really did send her to the hospital. Of course not. But this is your business card, sir. It clearly says Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. That's true. I'm terribly sorry. Well, the truth is, this girl suffers from memory loss. Memory loss? Yes, that seems to be the case. Her parents should be worried sick right now. They probably haven't been able to sleep. I doubt they've gotten more than 8 hours. Isn't that plenty of sleep? I see. It sure sounds horrible, but it's alright now. Since she has that business card, she must be an acquaintance of Mr. Edgeworth's. Just leave her to us, pal. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. We might be able to verify her identity, at least. Would you really do that for me? First, I'd like you to tell us everything that you know. That's all, Mr. Edgeworth. You have nothing to worry about, miss. About now, miss. Good grief. Mysterious girl. But still, where to begin? What should I ask her first? Miss, do you remember your name? My name? I'm terribly sorry. She's been like this ever since yesterday, you know? So you found her yesterday? Wow, that's amazing. How'd you know? What a tiresome woman. I found her stumbling around late last night, so I took her in. I wanted to help her out, so I looked through her things. So that's how you found my business card. Did she have anything else with her? Nothing to reveal her name or address. But... it is Kay. She was wearing this when I found her. It's an unusual design, don't you think? What? This badge is... What? The Yatagarasus. That means... it couldn't be. Are you Kay? Kay? She smiles. Yeah, the Yatagarasus badge Kay is always wearing. Oh! Your name? You are Kay, right? I am Kay. Kay, don't you remember me? I mean, you'd always call me Gummy, pal. Gummy? I would call one of my elders something so rude? I'm so sorry. What a horrible thing I did. I feel like my heart is going to burst from guilt. Just what happened to you, pal? You become so sensitive. If you're this sensitive and delicate, and frail, then you're not even Kay anymore. You're someone else, pal. Watch your words, detective. If you say that, it almost sounds like Kay isn't sensitive or delicate at all. Though I can't deny there is some truth to what he says. What sort of person was I, before I lost my memory? Well, for starters, your name was Kay Faraday. A cheerful girl full of spirit and vigour, and a great thief. Great thief? Yes, to put it frankly, a great thief steals valuables from people's drawers and safes. Steal? I cause so much trouble for others? I'm so sorry. I never imagined I would be a criminal. Maybe losing my memory was retribution for my crimes. No, you didn't actually... Ugh. This is so messed up, sir. But it does sort of make sense, you know? These gloves and stuff, they look just like what a thief might wear. Yeah, but she wasn't actually a thief. Those clothes. Yes, she was wearing them when I found her. I had her change her clothes, so I'm holding on to them for now. Something appears to be stuck on her clothes. Perhaps it has something to do with Kay's memory loss. I'll send it down to the lab later and have them check it out, sir. Good. I'll be counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. At any rate, these really look like a thief's clothes, don't they? I am a criminal? It's true you're a great thief, but never once did you commit a crime. That alone I can assure you. Is that so? It's probably better if I don't press this issue any further. Oh boy, memory loss. I'm really sorry for not remembering you. What kind of relationship did we have? Well, that's rather difficult to explain. Okay, you were Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Oh my, so then a prosecutor is the kingpin of a great thief? No, that's not what I meant, pal. The last time I met Kay was the day before yesterday. Just what did she do from then up until now? Miss Jensen, was the badge the only thing this girl had on her? She did have some other things, but I don't think they will be very helpful at all. I don't mind, please show them to me. Well then, I'll give them to you one by one, okay? That's the Jammin' Ninja's mask. Oh no, this is a Jammin' Ninja mask. Maybe she went to a superhero show or something? There seems to be a letter addressed to Kay. This is a ticket stub, and this is... a flower made of cloth. Like the ones you usually see in restrooms, sir. Is that corsage? It's usually used primarily as an accessory for women. Well, that's everything. Did you find anything out? Not really. Oh, pardon me. They were just a bunch of random things. I'll have to look them over in more detail later. Jammin' Ninja mask, a replica of the Jammin' Ninja's mask, made out of cheap plastic. Letter. A letter in Kay's possession. It's addressed to Kay, touch the check button for details. Ticket stub used to enter the Grand Tower viewing platform. A purple flower, a cloth decoration shaped like a purple flower, called a corsage. Oh, this is horrible. Kay's lost her memory. I want to check that letter. Wait. Jill? Dear Kay, I promise that I'll get it back for you, your most precious memory. Okay. Who is this Jill? How do we get her back to normal? Calm down, Detective. I've already thought of something. As I would expect of Mr. Edgeworth. So, what did you find out, sir? Look at this ticket stub. Oh, it's a ticket for the viewing platform of the Grand Tower. Miss Nurse, do you know something about the Grand Tower? Of course I do. It's a super famous dating spot after all. They say that if a couple holds hands up there, they will be together forever. Yeah, okay. The timestamp on the ticket is from yesterday. Moreover, it is only valid on the day of issue. Since she only has the stub, she must have used it, right? It is very likely. Well then, let's go. Right now, sir? The cause of Kay's memory loss is hidden in her actions. But what about the PIC? Still too early for me to be summoned there. So should I leave Kay with you then? That is what I would prefer. Kay, you're fine with that, right? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Well, I have to get back to work, so if anything happens, please contact the Dai Young Hospital. If you guys need an injection, I'll be there anytime, any place. Yes, I understand. I don't think I will call her for an injection, though. Well then, let's go, Detective. And you too, Kay. Yes, sir. Thank you for helping me. Oh, poor Kay. Sheesh. Right, so here we are. So we're at the Tower Plaza. According to the pamphlet, this building is 50 stories tall. It's mostly filled with offices though. Only the viewing platform is open to the public. Here you go, sir. I just got this at the reception desk. Good, thank you. Contains a cross-section of the tower and an overhead view of the platform. Touch the check button for details. Well then, let's head inside immediately. Before I do, might as well check it. Wait, cherry tree candy stand. Is that the viewing platform? Oh yeah, it would be. Because there's the cherry tree and the candy stand. Right, yeah, let's head inside. The Grand Tower? The Grand Tower is collapsing. What? No, you can't. Please stop. Please, I beg of you. It's no good, unless I drink fresh milk. My thoughts just won't reach. What the heck? What's wrong, pal? Did something happen at the Grand Tower? Oh. Cut! Cut, 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 cut! Oh, it's her again! Of course. Excuse me. We're sort of in the middle of shooting a movie and... I suspected as much. We are sorry for any trouble we've caused you, Detective Gumshoe. I'm so sorry, pal. I really thought the tower was gonna collapse, or something. Whatever. Hey, Director. I'm taking a break. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. What a relief. It looks like the tower's collapse was prevented somehow. Explaining all this to Kay, as she is now, would take more time than it's worth. Well then, we should get going. Yeah, that was the director from, not director. She was essentially like the assistant. In one of the... It was in the first Steel Samurai case, with Will Powers and all those. So now we're at the viewing platform, so there's the cherry blossom tree and that's a candy stand. Wow, what a view! Iko is just chuckling to himself. I bet I can see my house from here. But the wind is really strong up here. Everything should be fine as long as you stay close to me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal. If you start to blow away, one of us will be sure to catch you. It's not as if she's a kite. Okay, do you recognise this place? I don't know. Was I really here? Maybe if I get her to talk a bit, it will help her jog her memory. Okay, just tell me whatever you remember. Anything will do. Okay. Well, I don't know how much help I'll be. Wait, so she actually has green eyes. Oh, from here they don't look green. Memories of the tower. Did I really come to a place like this? It's so high up, and the wind is so strong. It's frightening. I just can't remember. I can't remember anything at all. I'm sorry, just as I thought, it's impossible. Oof. Her memory isn't clearing up at all, huh? I'm sorry. It's a bit pathetic, isn't it? You're both going out of your way to help... Not going out of your way for me, but I'm not helping at all. You're doing just fine. You have memory loss after all. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Remember to go easy on her, sir. Normally, you have this really intense and kind of scary look on your face. You're not helping, Detective. So, memories of the tower. Just press everything. This ticket stub proves that you were indeed here. But I really don't remember coming here at all. I don't think I would want to come to a place like this. You used to love places like these, though. Was that really me? We're so high up, just looking down makes me dizzy. I think these kinds of places should be shut down. What if an elderly person or a small child were to fall off? The railing here is quite high. I think your worries are unfounded. Is that so? I just can't remember. I can't remember anything at all. You say you don't remember anything. In that case, is there anything that looks familiar? Looks familiar. The cherry tree. What about the cherry tree? I was standing under that cherry tree. That's right, I was taking shelter from the rain, because it was raining then. And there, I saw something red. She was under the cherry tree while it rained. And from there she saw something red. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Could you add that last part of to your story? But from under the cherry tree, I feel like I saw something red. A red what exactly? A red something or other. It was something red. That's all I can remember about it. Speaking of things that are red here, could it be that stand over there? Stand? A red stand. Ah, that's right. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I saw someone walking towards me from the other side of that stand. And then what happened? And then, I'm sorry. It's alright. Simply add everything you just said to your story. Someone was walking towards me from the other side of that stand. Isn't that kind of impossible? Yeah, there's no... Yeah, you can't go behind the stand. Unless I'm misunderstanding. We've understood. So you're saying that someone came from behind that stand? Okay, I'm not misunderstanding. Will walk directly towards you. Yes, someone came right up to me. Then that someone must have been a ghost. No, it was a person. I'm sure of it. If this is where you were under the cherry tree and then someone behind the stand wouldn't have any ground to stand on, they'd be floating in midair. No person should be able to stand there. Ah, so I was not misunderstanding. But I'm not lying. Someone in red was on the other side of the stand. Ugh. They were walking towards me. Getting closer and closer. And then... That person... Oh god. Jesus. What's wrong? Calm down, it's alright. Me and Mr. Edgeworth are both here for you, pal. I was... pushed off. That person in red. Yes, they were wearing a red raincoat. Someone in a red raincoat was walking in midair. And furthermore, they pushed her off this building. Nonsense. There's no way she could be alright after falling from a building this high. Here's memories. Someone walked towards her from behind the stand and pushed her off the roof. Attention everyone, please remain where you are. What's wrong, pal? I'm a detective. Tell me what's going on. Sir, a body was just discovered in this building. A body? Who is the victim? We're currently investigating the details, but the victim is a woman. We have verified that her name is Kay. What? What? What is happening? Oh wow, that was short. 25 minutes. Bum, 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 bum. 25 minutes. Sheesh. Huh. Whoa, what? Where the hell are we? Oh, wait. The PIC meeting room is in the Grand Tower? Well, isn't that handy? Okay, so we're in the PIC meeting room. This room is... Would this room happen to be... Yes, sir. It's the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's meeting room. What? It's here? I'd heard they recently moved out of the Prosecutor's building. But to think that they moved here of all places. Contains across it. Oh god, pardon me. That was just updated. Mr. Edgeworth, Kay. So what's that updated? Oh! On the 50th floor, of course. God, what am I doing? Boom, there we go. Boodle-doo! Ooh! What brings you here? How are you holding up? We're in the middle of an investigation right now. Sorry, but who might this be? Ah, this is my granny. Let me just... Hi there, Sonny. The name's Bonnie Young. Who the heck are you? She says. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. Miss Jensen, isn't Young the name of the hospital? Granny is the director of the Die Young Hospital. This old lady is the director? Who are you calling old? She says. She can read my thoughts. Oh, so that granny is pretty important, huh? I wouldn't go that far. I mean, yes, she is. These people are the patient's guardians. You know, the ones with the one with amnesia. It seems she is a bit of an introvert. Hey Sonny, want me to cure that bad case of the frownies for you? She says. Oh my. I'm afraid that's an incurable disease for Mr. Edgeworth, pal. Huh? Really, Granny? You want me to say that? Ain't got nothing to say to you, whippersnappers. You're free to do whatever you want. But you better not get in the way of my autopsy. Please wait, we are... No means no. Hey, you don't have the right to decide that, pal. Oh! Sorry. Granny is the coroner, you see. And she's in charge of this case, so... Oh, these characters are great. So I'm very sorry, but that's the way it is. What do you mean that's the way it is, pal? Well, even if you ask me, I'm not the one who said it. Jesus. I kind of feel like I'm watching a comedy act, sir. Well, we need to get back to the autopsy, so please excuse us, and take care. Oh my god, fucking slapping each other. What was with her attitude? We received permission to investigate. There shouldn't be any problems. That attitude of hers is a huge problem, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do now? We'll investigate the scene, of course. As a prosecutor, I cannot stand by and do nothing. Well then, let's begin. So who's going to be my, partner in this? But the policeman said the dead person is also named Kay. Then I'm pretty sure I'm not the Kay that you know, Mr. Edgeworth. We shall investigate that now. But, don't worry. You're definitely the Kay we know. There's no question that you are the Kay I know. There we go. Okay. An amnesiac Kay and a corpse Kay. Both are connected to the Grand Tower. I'm certain that this case will lead me to Kay's lost memories. Oh! Alright. Oh my partner's gumshoe. Cool. You there, tell me the situation about the security of this room. Yes, sir. To enter this room, a special keycard is required. I see. In other words, not just anyone can enter this room. Security, to enter the meeting room, a special keycard is needed. Alright. So the person who found the body was also... Yes, it was a member of the PIC, who had come here for today's hearing. A member of the PIC. If not for this case, right now I would be... Wait, is Edgeworth saying that he'd be dead? Is that a pool of blood? This is... Lady Justice. You sure do know a lot, sir. So, what kind of powers does she have? She's a symbol of justice, not a superhero. It said the scales represent justice, the sword power, and the blindfold equality. And there's blood. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Well, this pile of blood is certainly, suspicious. The pool of blood lies at the feet of the goddess statue. Judging from the pool of blood, it seems that this is where the victim was killed. But sir, the body is over there. After murdering the victim, did the killer move the body? Whoa, whoa. Excuse me? Oh my god, it's Franziska! Holy shit, I was not expecting to see her. You are... Oh yes, what is it? That voice. It's Von Karma, right? Do you know her, Granny? It's Franziska! What on earth? I didn't know she showed up in this game. Good to see you again, Doctor. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What is she doing here? Franziska Von Karma. She's a prosecutor working with Interpol, and the daughter of Manfred Von Karma. She should be jetting around the world right now. Wherever there is a case, I will follow. National borders mean nothing before me. Your presence here must mean that this case has international significance. You know well enough that I'm chasing a smuggling ring. I shall recover all the stolen goods and crush that organisation. Then, does that mean the smuggling ring is also involved in this particular case? Any further information is confidential. I am not obligated to speak of it with you. So it won't be that easy. Miss Franziska? Von Karma? Granny says... The autopsy is complete. You're free to do what you want. In that case, we would like to investigate as well. I've heard rumours about you. No way am I letting you near that body. You're the prosecutor who's about to get the boot. You best run on home now, Sonny. Just so you know, I wasn't the one who said that, okay? Please, Granny. We need to investigate. No matter what. Hey, Lassie. Who are you calling Granny? I'm sorry. We're not getting anywhere. I guess I have no other choice. Franziska, please allow us to aid you in your investigation. We must examine that body in order to find out what happened to Kay. To Kay Faraday? I'm asking you too, sir. Kay's in really bad shape. I don't know what's going on, but fine. I'll grant you permission. You have my thanks. Of course, I didn't say it would come without a price. You'll explain everything to me later. We really owe you one, sir. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Oh my god. Of course. So that's how it is. If you'd be so kind as to authorise them too, Doctor. I suppose it's fine if he's with a prosecutor from Interpol. Is what she says, and I fully agree with Granny. By the Von Karma name, the entire world will be judged. That's just common knowledge. That's rather conceited for common knowledge. Oh boy. Well, it's none of my beeswax anymore. Here's what she says. I hope you don't get in trouble for this. You needn't worry. My reputation will not be shaken by something so petty. Unlike me, who is on the verge of losing his badge. Oh dear. Yay, I can investigate. Hooray! What's that? I thought I saw something on the floor. Oh, there is something on the floor. Who is that? This body? It's not Kay, sir. It doesn't look like her at all. Of course it isn't. Kay is alive after all. Her age is, I guess, around 30, and she's wearing a pantsuit. Maybe she worked in one of the offices in this building? So, her identity is still unknown. The question now becomes, why did the police believe her name was Kay? I want Riston to live inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Right, what's the wound? There doesn't seem to be anything in this pocket. This pocket has holes in it, sir. Judging by how the cloth was pierced, she must have been stabbed by some sharp object. All your coins would fall out of those holes, sir. Detective, haven't you ever heard of a wallet? Of course I have, sir. I just use my pockets, though. Most people do, right? Never mind. Okay. Something seems to be pinned to a jacket. It's made out of purple cloth. It looks like it's been forcibly torn off. Ah. We have the candle thing. Could this be the murder weapon, sir? A three-pronged candelabra. Or candelabra. Candelabra. It's consistent with the number of stab wounds. She was probably stabbed by the prongs of the candelabra. Candelabra? A candy zebra. I'm afraid it's not quite what you're imagining, Detective. I think it's a candelabra. Candelabra. Whatever. It's a candlestick holder with multiple arms. And so it's a candle holder. You know, one time I forgot to pay my electric bill, and I had to get by only with candles. What time period are you from? Three-pronged candelabra. I might just call it a candelabra. Thought to be the murder weapon, matches the victim's chest wounds. There is a burn mark on her hand. Oh yeah. Is it connected to the cause of death? No, it appears to be an old scar. She probably got it a long time ago. Seems there is something in her hand. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir. Understood. Security. This is... oh, I know. It's a keycard. This must be a gift card from a department store. It seems to be a keycard. Ugh. Why? The question is, what was this keycard for? So keycard, the victim was carrying a keycard. What could it have been used for? Okay, I need to connect some logic together. Boom. So she's the one that opened the room. Perhaps the keycard the victim was holding is for this room. I'll go find out, sir. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth. From this room security system, we were able to retrieve the data of the victim's card. So that means the victim was able to freely enter this room. If the card actually belonged to the victim, of course. Yes, of course. So it's a keycard for entering the PIC meeting room, was in the victim's possession. Is there anything else? Oh, there's like notes. This notebook. Huh? Isn't that Kay's... oh. Kay's promise notebook? This is the notebook she wrote all her promises to her father in. It really takes me back, sir. Yes. Aww. Kay's promises to Daddy. Promise number 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise number 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. When Kay was young, she and her father wrote the promises they made in this notebook. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise number 4, never cry in front of strangers. Promise number 5, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. However, why is it in a place like this? Now that you mention it, I once heard something from Detective Bad a long time ago. It seems that before anyone had noticed, Kay's memento had gone missing. What? So a piece of evidence that was in police custody went missing? Detective Bad frantically searched all over for it, but it seems he never found it. What could this mean? Why was the missing notebook found here? You there, do you happen to know anything about this notebook? The victim was carrying this notebook when we found her. That was the only evidence we had to identify the body. So that's why you called her Kay. What a misleading victim, huh? Why did she have Kay's notebook? I sure would like to have some information on the victim's identity, though. Interesting. I've already examined this, so I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Seems to be pinned to a jacket. Oh wait, I could deduce. Yes, I'm an idiot. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the pieces, to any of the evidence I hold? Yeah, the purple flower. Whoop! Eureka! The purple flower Kay had with her. I wonder if that originally belonged to the victim. Now that you mention it, the cloth does look the same as the one on the pin. Yeah, so let's compare them without delay. And... it's a perfect match, sir. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, there's that. Not too shabby. So a cloth decoration, shaped like a purple flower, was torn off the victim's clothes. Or torn off from the victim's clothes. The fact that this flower belongs to the victim means... that can only mean that Kay Faraday came into contact with the victim. And about that corsage, it looks like it was forcibly ripped off. There's a possibility that Kay Faraday is connected to this case, and depending on the situation, we may have to consider her as a suspect. What did you say? There's no way she did it. It's unthinkable, Kay could never do that, sir. However, it's true we have no evidence to deny that claim. It's nothing more than a possibility at the moment. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? Indeed. For better or for worse. Right, so what else is there? Could I examine? The side of her white jacket has been stained a deep red. This jacket. The buttons are on the right side. Isn't that normal, sir? All of my clothes have the buttons on the right side. For women, it is normal to have them on the left side. Mr. Edgeworth, you really do know everything. That's just common knowledge. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. There's something white in her pocket. They're gloves. Pure white ones. One for each hand, sir. They don't seem to be dirty. Could they be the victims? So basically it's a man's jacket that they're in. Okay. There is some blood on her head. To be fair, I thought it was like a stray hair. Maybe she was hit with something. We don't know that for sure. Our investigation will ultimately clear that up. Hey, we did it. So, the victim's identity remains unknown. Should you really still be calling me Kay? Of course. What are you saying, pal? Thank you, but then, what about that woman? She is someone who you may have killed, that's all we know. There's no way that's true. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? I also do not believe you killed her. You're such a naive man, Miles Edgeworth. Here I come to save the day. That voice. Oh, of course it's the best. Ah, Christ. So don't be afraid anymore, for the best prosecutor is here today. As well as Courtney. Christ. Pardon the interruption? Mr. Edgeworth, get away from the victim. I've inherited her dying wish. No one asked for you. Did you know the victim? Just as I thought. The goddess of law will surely reveal the truth to us, so please, rest in peace. That's right, Justine. Now that I'm here, everything will be a-okay. The culprit will rue the day he crossed paths with me. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so glad Franziska exists. Miles Edgeworth, who is this fool of a man? Why is she glaring at me? You are Franziska von Karma, am I correct? I apologise for my late introduction. I am Justine Courtney. And the deceased individual is... Attorney Jill Crane, one of the members of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. I see. So that's why she has the keycard, or had the keycard. I take it you're in charge of this case? Ooh. That's right. And with me in charge, this case is as good as salt. Yeah! Oh, wow. That reminds me. I haven't caught your name yet. If you just wanted to know my name, you didn't have to wait. Oh my god. Just state your name. I will not tolerate any unnecessary remarks. Sebastian de Best. Oh wow, that's great. It seems the pecking order has been decided. Mr. Sebastian de Best? Here, take this from Granny. This is the autopsy report. It seems you've been bested, Mr. Edgeworth. This wasn't a competition to begin with. My job is done. May we meet again in front of another corpse. Okay, let's go home quickly and eat some noodles. I'll be leaving too. Take care, everyone. I thought you should take care of everyone. Like, huh? The victim's head wound was post-mortem. Sebastian? And the candelabra... whatever. Dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justine? While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle. That would be painful indeed. Oh, so now we actually... Great, that's why she told him to shut up. Because he's basically given us away. I'll give away all the autopsy information. So findings of the coroner, Dr. Young. Cause of death, stab wounds to left chest. Head wound was post-mortem. Anyways, it's quite clear now. Kay Faraday must be arrested. What? What's the big idea, pal? It's just as he says, detective. The culprit is Miss Kay Faraday. The young lady in bandages over there. Although she's not wearing her usual attire. Are you not Miss Kay Faraday? And what would you do if she is Kay? If you're going to arrest her? Then I will resist by any means necessary. That I guarantee you. I'm now convinced. The doubts surrounding your suitability as a prosecutor were indeed warranted. It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You can go. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. What are you saying, Kay? You can't just go along with them, pal. But I don't remember anything. What if I really did kill that woman and then forgot about it? If that's true... Acknowledgement is the goddess's mercy. Atonement is her will. The goddess of law will surely praise you for your prudence. Sebastian and Judge Courtney. If you believe she is the culprit, on what basis do you make your accusations? Unless I'm completely convinced by your explanation, I will not obey your orders. Fine, have it your way. Now sit tight and listen to the perfect reasoning of the best. Oh boy, the perfect reasoning of this idiot. Why we suspect Kay. I am the best in the world. No one else can do what I can do. I'll do what I do. Yes, that's why I was the first to realise that Kay Faraday is a culprit. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. In other words, she's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. But she didn't have the card, you dunce. His logic's as awful as ever, sir. Harsh words. Coming from you, detective. I asked for some basis to your claims, yet your reasoning has told me absolutely nothing. However, we have no evidence to prove she didn't do it either. Don't worry, Kay. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle. You think my deductions are some kind of miracle work? You'd better not disappoint me. Understand, Miles Edgeworth? Because if you do... It's whipping time. Oh, this whip of mine won't stay silent. Yeah, as long as you're whipping to best, I don't mind. Rebuttal! I really just want to press this to see what he says. Like, how do you know you're the best? Already, I've noticed 2 contradictions in your testimony. My reasoning is flawless. It doesn't contain even a single contradiction. The number of contradictions has just increased to 3. Oh, I get it. This is all a part of your plan to mislead me, isn't it? Well, too bad, because the best will not be led astray. Oh my god. Yes, that's why I was the first to realise that Kay Faraday is a culprit. And what is your reasoning? If you believe Kay is the culprit, then I would like to hear the basis for your reasoning. Just sit back and be in awe of my brilliant deductions. Nothing escapes the watchful eye of the best. Before I had even laid eyes on the crime scene. No, before I was even aware of this case. Yes, I knew that she was the culprit. Yeah. Basis of your reasoning? Yes, ma'am. Well... Wow. Been completely whipped. Completely. Okay, she broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. Wrong! Wait, where is it? You're wrong, fool. It certainly sounds like you are quite familiar with this room. The best man for the job should know about all about the best places. Unfortunately, it seems that you are not the best man for the job. Are you mocking me? That's for you to decide. You didn't even know about the keycard, did you? Of course I know about that. You needed to enter this room. Oh. Huh? Was it really needed? This foolish fool simply doesn't know when to give up. Well, he's been whipped like 5 times. Sebastian, do you really suspect Kay? That's right. She's the only one who could have done it. Well then, allow me to ask you. Since this room can only be entered by using a keycard, how did she enter the room without one? Well... she probably used this and that, and... Oh, did you pull a muscle? Allow me to explain then. The door could only be opened by members of the PIC, which means... not Kay. Yes, that's correct. She conceded so easily. Take a look at this. It's a record of this room that I investigated just a while ago. Okay. At 12:52 AM, the door was opened using Miss Crane's keycard. So a keycard record for the PIC meeting room, touch the check button for details. This is bringing back memories of the final case of the first game, where we had the keycard records. It's probable that the killer entered the room together with the victim, Miss Crane. Isn't this the exact same logic they tried to use in the first game too? Actually, no, wasn't that actually the case? After entering, the situation must have soured, leading to the murder. Your logic holds, but it is still merely conjecture. And it would imply that the killer and the victim were acquainted. No way, pal. Kay doesn't even know the victim. That is merely an assumption on your part, unless you have any evidence to prove your claim. Evidence is everything in court and at the crime scene. Without it, your argument is invalid. In that case, I trust that you have evidence to prove that Kay Faraday and the victim were connected. Of course. What? This letter was discovered by Dr. Young in Miss Crane's breast pocket. The victim's belongings? Why did she withhold such vital evidence until now? Could it be she was waiting for the perfect time to reveal it? Come to think of it, and the candle bra dealt the final blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justine? While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle. I'll read it for you. To Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Kay. In other words, Kay Faraday and Miss Crane were accomplices. They probably planned to steal something from this room. Preposterous. But wait, that means the main culprit is... It's still Kay Faraday, of course. It just means her crimes have increased by yet 1 more. So a letter to the address of the victim, thought to be written by Kay. I'm the main culprit? Don't believe her, Kay. It's all a bunch of nonsense. There's no way Kay would do something like that. Nonsense? Not at all. The evidence speaks for itself. Wouldn't you agree? I also believe that's already flawed. It was found in her left breast pocket, which is where she was stabbed. If there was actually a letter in her breast pocket, the stab would go through the letter and it would become unreadable. Or it would at least have 3 holes in it. So I think what happened was Crane was killed, and then the letter was planted on her body. I know that they wouldn't suspect Kay unless they had some sort of proof, but... to think they would actually have such decisive evidence. Nicely done, Justine. Thank you very much. Your explanation is still insufficient. I cannot accept such an argument. Sebastian, would you please leave this to me? Alright, make sure you shut Mr. Edgeworth up once and for all. I can't allow their allegations to gain any more momentum. I must turn it around here. The letter from Kay. The relationship between Kay Faraday and Miss Crane is as documented in the letter. She wrote Miss Crane into assisting her with her plan. Oh, God. However, for some reason, their partnership broke down. Miss Crane was murdered, but with her dying breath, she managed to retaliate. Her parting gift is this letter, which she took safely away in her left breast pocket. There we go. Yeah, nowhere. Her testimony is even better than ever. Maybe the most perfect it's ever been, sir. Are you gonna be alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. How unsightly, Miles Edgeworth. Save your stoic act for some other time. Miss Von Karma, just whose side are you on? I'm on nobody's side, Scruffy. When searching for the truth, it's best not to take sides. Watch what you say, Miss Von Karma, or else Mr. DeBest is gonna... Best, you say? Oh, right, I see. Well, I can tell you that the side I'm on is always the best. How irritating. Well, I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. Yeah, if you ever say the word best, like within earshot of Sebastian, then he'll just interject like, I am the best. The letter from Kay. Bam bam bam. I wanna... there we go, press. Press everything except for the last statement, because that's where I need to present. The autopsy report. But wait, and just what kind of relationship did Kay have with the victim? In the letter, she wrote, "Thank you so much for helping with my plan." The relationship should be quite obvious. That's right. They were accomplices. Boom boom boom. I would like to hear about Kay's alleged plan in more detail. Just as she wrote in the letter, she wanted to steal something. What's more, the sender of the letter is Kay Faraday, so it's obvious who the main culprit is. That letter could have easily been forged. It doesn't prove that she planned to steal anything. Oh boy, you're going back and forth. If memory serves me right, wasn't she a great thief? She's, taking a break at the moment. Could you not just say she's a thief of justice? Because that's exactly what the Atakarasu is. It would save us all this trouble too. I doubt there is any thief who would inform a prosecutor about their upcoming crimes. Perhaps she simply returned to her trade without you knowing. But she never stole anything. Suppose I have no means of denying that possibility. Kay Faraday planned the theft, and Miss Crane got caught up in it. However, for some reason, their partnership broke down. For some reason, you say. It seems your explanation isn't very clear. I'm sure the reason will become clear upon further investigation, but more importantly, there is no evidence to prove that Kay Faraday did not commit this crime. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. While there is some evidence to suggest that she committed a crime, none of it can truly be called decisive evidence. My god. What about the letter that shows their complicity? And the scene of the crime? I think it's fair to say we cannot decisively rule out the possibility that she committed the crime. Miss Crane was murdered, but with her dying breath, she managed to retaliate. Do you have any evidence to prove that Kay was the murderer? Haven't you been listening? We've been saying that this letter is the evidence. Oh, and where in the letter does it say that she planned to murder the victim? Well, that's... I got it! It's a hidden message written in invisible ink that can only be read by heating it up. Sebastian, I wouldn't get your hopes up for something like that. There is, of course, evidence that points to her as the criminal. Here we go. Her parting gift is his letter, which she took safely away in her left breast pocket. Bullshit. There we go. Oh wow, I presented the letter. I meant the autopsy report. I'm an idiot. I cannot authorize this statement. Yeah, you're right, because I'm wrong. I presented the wrong fucking thing. Oh, you got me. I got it wrong. I don't even know why I did that, rather. Ah, that was really bad. As soon as I presented it, I realized, I was like, hold on. I fucked up. Oh, man. Right, there we go. Thank you. The music stopped, which means I got it right. I knew what I wanted to present anyway. I just kind of fucked up and presented the wrong thing for some stupid reason. Ah, God. The victim held on to the truth until her dying breath. A truly touching story indeed. The voices of the dead are soft. One must listen carefully to hear their dying wishes. And Miss Crane has spoken. Kay Faraday is the culprit. Perhaps the voices you have been hearing are actually the whispers of the devil. Hey, don't make fun of Justine. Let's listen to the voice of reason. Judge Courtney, please take a look at the autopsy report. There is no need. I remember it perfectly. The victim was stabbed in the left breast. The left breast. No, it can't be. The letter was found in the victim's left breast pocket. And that's where the victim was stabbed with the candelabra. Right, sir? Precisely. It wouldn't have been possible to stab her there without piercing the letter as well. There we go. So that begs the question. Why was the letter found in the victim's pocket? It's simple. It was placed there after the victim was murdered, to throw suspicion onto Kay. Somebody intentionally wanted to create this very situation. In other words, there exists the possibility that the letter was forged by the true culprit. No. Yeah, it would appear that way, yes. The real murderer tried to pin the crime on Kay. That is the only explanation for the letter. And in doing so, the murderer ended up digging their own grave, right, sir? Yeah. The culprit is Kay Faraday. The letter was... yeah, it was actually found in the victim's other pocket. Huh? What are you saying, pal? If it was found in the other pocket, why is it covered in blood? The officer's report was wrong when he said the letter was in her left pocket. It's actually in the... Oof. A foolish fool who continues to make a fool of himself. Is there no cure for your foolishness? Why do you keep whipping me? And quit calling me a fool. I saved you the trouble of punishing him yourself. Indeed. Though I had no intention of punishing him. The letter is stained with blood, no doubt because it was found in the left breast pocket. There couldn't have been an error in the officer's report unless you were the investigator. Say something, Justine. I see you have no objections. Then allow me to continue. There is one more potential suspect in this case. Don't be ridiculous, the killer entered this very room. There wasn't anyone else who did that besides Kay Faraday and the victim. To enter the meeting room, one needs a keycard. And their reasoning assumes that the murderer and the victim entered the room together. This is what we overlooked. If we just discard that assumption, then... this evidence reveals the other suspect besides Kay. Yeah, the keycard record. Because there's the blank space at the top. This is the keycard record Judge Courtney handed me earlier. The victim's keycard was used at 12:52 AM. And there was one more person who also used a keycard. Like 2 hours prior. So you're saying this person was waiting to ambush the victim inside the meeting room? The keycard was used at 10:15 PM. I wouldn't say it's impossible. No, it's impossible. What makes you say that, pal? You got any proof? Of course I do. I myself am that proof. Oh, it was her that entered. I was the one who used that keycard, after all. Okay. Is there something strange about a PIC member entering the PIC meeting room? That proves nothing. The fact that you were in here at all makes you a suspect. Or do you perhaps have any evidence that you didn't kill your colleague? Such nonsense. What would I gain by murdering her? Allow me to reiterate what you said earlier. I'm sure it will all become clear upon further investigation. Why would I, a faithful servant of the law, commit a crime? True enough, I entered this room. However, that alone is not reason enough to suspect me of a crime. If that's the case, please tell me why you entered this room. I had some business to take care of, and some preparations had to be made. Preparations? That sounds pretty suspicious, pal. I mean, it does. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose what these preparations were. However, I'm sure you could hazard a guess, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, it was the preparations for his meeting. So she was preparing for my hearing. She must have gathered all the necessary materials to take away my prosecutor's badge. Wonderful, wonderful. It's good to see young people go head-to-head so ruthlessly. Who is that? I have no idea. Who the fuck are you? Huh? That takes me back. When I was young, I'd always butt heads with the brash detective. Or this brash detective. And then one day, he just disappeared. I hope he's still doing well. Here comes the waterworks. Chairman DeBest. Oh, wait. Is that Sebastian's father? Did she just say DeBest? Hello, Courtney. You sure are full of energy today. And if it isn't little Von Karma. Look how much you've grown since I last saw you. Sir, it's been quite a while. A curtsy? You don't have to treat me like some sort of stranger. You know? Remember back in the old days, when you'd sit on my lap and call me Unky Boo Boo? Here I go again. Oh, how I cried back then. Pops, what are you doing here? A member of the PIC was killed and I heard that you were in charge of the case. What kind of prosecutor is followed around by his own father? Hold your tongue. Do you have any idea who this man is? Chairman of the PIC, former chief prosecutor, he's the right hand of the goddess of law. Now, Courtney. I'm just an old chunk of coal. There's no reason to speak so highly of me. Please excuse my subordinate's behaviour. I am Prosecutor Edgeworth, isn't it? Along with his trusty sidekick Dick Gumshoe. Oh god. I am Blaise DeBest. I'm the proud father of that idiot over there. When that boy was born, me and his missus and the missus were happy as can be, you see? But now, I don't even know where she's gone to. Pops? You need a handkerchief? Ah yes, Sebastian is an idiot, but he's such a good boy, you know? Quite the doting father and son. Now then, Courtney, how's the investigation going? So we've established that the culprit is Kay Faraday. We are currently focusing our efforts. There are too many uncertainties in this case, it's impossible to determine that she's the culprit. Surely you haven't forgotten the matter of the letter. I already told you, it was just a simple mistake. The letter was in another pocket. You talk too much. Now, let's all play nice. Everyone, just calm down. I'm sorry that you had to witness such an unsightly scene, Mr. Chairman. Don't apologise, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic. Except Sebastian's, that is. Hey, Pops. Chairman DeBest. I am a prosecutor. My duty is to bring criminals to justice. However, I won't make someone out to be a criminal without sufficient motive and evidence. I've heard about you and your relationship with the suspect, you know. To share such a strong bond. Kay has assisted the police in arresting criminals countless times, pal. There are too many facets of this case that remain unexplored. I see. The bonds of youth are a wonderful thing indeed. What? Okay. But that is that, and this is this, you know? What's that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this case as quickly as possible. I mean, just think of all the other cases that are piling up. There's no time to waste here. It's unfortunate, but You understand, right, Edgeworth? What? Now then, Kay Faraday. I'd like to arrest you now. Okay. No, I won't let you. Kay's innocent, pal. Oh boy. Da-da. Da-da. To defy Chairman DeBest is to defy the law. It will be a grave act of disloyalty. In other words, a hearing won't be needed. Are you prepared to lose your prosecutor's badge? That's... Mr. Edgeworth, or Mr. Edgeworth's badge. You can't do that. Using a prosecutor's badge as a shield. What has the POC come to? Kay, you haven't done anything wrong. Mr. Edgeworth. It was only for a short time, but thank you for everything. I'm sorry I turned out to be a criminal. We will make sure to impart your confession to the Goddess of Law. Oh dear. What should I do? When I was young, I wanted to become a defense attorney. Like my father. Someone who can fight to save those in need. And right now, this badge is holding me back. A mere badge for the life of a dear friend. I don't even have to consider it. Alright. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. Objection? Yeah, well. Hold it right there, Judge Courtney. What is it now, Prosecutor Edgeworth? What? This is your prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this? Consider this my resignation. I am no longer a prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing? Explain yourself, Miles Edgeworth. You can't be serious. Mr. Edgeworth, you're joking, right? If you aren't a prosecutor, then my only mission is to bring the truth to light. If it's the prosecutor's path to turn a blind eye to the truth, then that title is worth nothing to me. Oh! I will walk in the path that I believe in. I will not be stopped here. Oh! You're running away from Von Karma. From me? No matter what you say, I don't intend to go back on my decision. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. No, this is all my fault. Oh shit, no! I'm sorry, if only I weren't here. Oh, that was quite a slick animation. Wait, Kay. Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me. But, Mr. Edgeworth, boss. I'm not your boss anymore. Detective? Oh, that's just too much, sir. It's always been you and me. We've always been a team. Detective Gumshoe, you no longer need to follow my lead. You should try to accomplish whatever you can on your end. Oh man. This is bad. We just let a dangerous criminal escape. How could I let her get away? And after all my hard work? You see... Rest assured, Mr. Chairman. This area will be locked down immediately. Good. I expect the best from you, Courtney. I mean, it's like they wanted his badge, so I don't know why they're making a big deal out of it. It's like, oh my god, you actually gave it up! What the heck? Doesn't make sense. Bum 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 bum. I think I might try and do at least one more part of this, and then I'll be halfway through the case. And then I can do the rest of it next session. Yeah! Right. I'm hoping it won't take too long to do. Okay? She's not here either. Where in the world could she have gone? Whoa. Oh, it's Ray! Knock knock, I'm here. Mr. Shields. Yes, I love his theme. What's going on, Miles? Why the long face? Take it from Uncle Ray. You won't be popular with the ladies looking like that. Why are you here? Did something happen? That's my line. Have you seen the news about the murder at the PIC headquarters? Your hearing, wasn't it there today? I found myself wondering if you guys had somehow got caught up in it. Wait, it's already made the news? I hear they're searching for a teenage girl, suspected of killing an attorney. I can't imagine it could have been her, but it's been bothering me. Could you give me the full rundown? The truth is... Cut to black screen? Yeah, of course. I love how they always do that. Miles, are you trying to give your Uncle Ray a heart attack? I'm not joking. She really did lose her memory. On top of that, she's a suspect. That makes things even more difficult. Where would she have run off to? She lost her memory, right? I was hoping she would return here, but... Not likely. She felt responsible for what happened to you, right? Then there's no way she would come back here. I know that, but where else can I look? Calm down, Miles. This isn't like you. It's rare to see you get so heated up. Well, not that it's a bad thing. If you're trying this hard to save an innocent suspect from false charges, I'm sure you'd make a great defense attorney. Actually, just a while ago, I turned in my badge. But that doesn't mean I've decided to become a defense attorney. Besides, Kay isn't just a mere suspect. I may have only known her for a short time, but we've been through quite a lot together. And I know she isn't capable of murder. I'm surprised. I never thought you would go so far to support someone else. I don't know if you even realise it yourself, but it seems a deep bond has already begun to grow between you and Kay. I'd say it even gives my bond with your father a run for its money. No, it's not that deep. She just keeps barging into my state of affairs. Yeah, that girl can be quite a handful. But I'm certain that something has changed inside you since you met her. I'm really jealous, you know. After all, I lost my old partner. That's why you need to find Kay right now. I don't want you to lose your bond like your Uncle Ray did. Well then, I have a proposal. We have no idea where she is, and searching around blindly won't get us anywhere. In that case, why don't we try searching for the cause of her memory loss? Maybe that could give us a lead. I see. That might be a good idea. From what she told me, something must have happened to her at the Grand Tower. Great, that's it. Let's get going then. Hey, at the very least, could you stop looking so grim? If you stay that way, Kay probably won't want to come back at all. Good grief. I'm no match for this man. Oh, I love ray shields. Oh, wow. The Grand Tower. The viewing platform. Seems it's already dark. Still open on the day of the murder. You gotta admire the capitalistic spirit. But there's no one here. Looks like we've got the place all to ourselves. To prove Kay's innocence, I'll need to investigate her lost memories. Hey, let's go, Miles. We can investigate the roof as much as we want. Let's do what we... Wait, so let's do what we... What we want? What we can? I don't know, I didn't even get to read it. Oh, do what we can is what you said. Okay. Do what we can, huh? I suppose that's all we can do for now. Begin the investigation. Where do you run off to? I don't have a partner. We have the cherry tree. It's a cherry tree with branches spread wide. The flowers are nearly in full bloom. According to Kay's testimony, before she was pushed, she was standing under the cherry tree. Where was Kay standing? Kay testified that she remembers standing under the cherry tree. So where did she fall? Unless it was here. The person in the red raincoat who pushed Kay off the tower. She said they came towards her from the direction of the stand. That's so creepy. From that we can deduce Kay was pushed over the railing on this side. So the person in raincoat came over from the stand and pushed Kay over. God, I can't read. So there's that. The railing is about as high as my chest. It's unlikely that someone could fall from here accidentally. I don't see any particular problems with this railing. Interesting. Oh, I didn't realise they were here. Miles Edgeworth, so we meet again. What are you two doing here? Well, we came all this way, so I thought we'd buy some cotton candy. And what about you? You want folks to get the wrong idea about you? Do not worry, I'll decide on my own actions. You're just a no-good ex-prosecutor. It's no wonder you got the axe. Wait, what? You got fired? You needn't be concerned with what happened to me. Are you sure? Oh yeah, what happened to Kay? She ran off. Huh? Was there some sort of trouble between you two? Anything I can do to help? How about an injection? I was actually gonna joke about that. It's fine. Are injections her answer to everything? Alright, it's getting cold, isn't it? Let's go home. Well then, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Let's meet again soon. Oh, they actually do leave. Oh, I didn't realise there was a person here. You, sir, how about some heavenly cotton candy? Heaven's Tear. Heaven's Tear? Did they name them after the shape of the clouds you can see from here? We tear a regular piece of cotton candy in half and then sell it without changing the price. That's why the name is Heaven's Tear. Or tear, I guess. We tear the cost in half while crying tears of joy. If the customers knew that, they would be crying tears of sorrow. What else is there? Ooh! If you insert a coin, you can use these binoculars to get a nice view of the city. I'm sure if Kay were feeling better, she'd be happily glued to them. For her sake, I must thoroughly examine every nook and cranny of this viewing platform. Ba-da-da-da. What happened? Kay? Whoa! She was in the tree? Kay. Don't mind me. I was just admiring the view beneath the tree. Did you just fall out of that tree? I didn't mean to fall. My foot slipped. She was in the tree. You're a suspect, and yet you remained at the crime scene. That's not a smart thing to do. Even if you have memory loss, shouldn't you have realized this much? This whole time, while you were playing this silly game of hide and seek. I've been worried sick about you. Are you angry with me? Of course I am. Answer me. What were you doing here? Did you think I'd let you off the hook that easily just because you have memory loss? That's not it. I came here because I thought I could get your badge back. Aww. What? If I don't regain my memories, you'll never get it back. I thought if I went back to where I lost my memories, then maybe I would remember. If I could just remember killing her. You're still the same as you were before you lost your memories. Your thoughts and actions have always exceeded my expectations. Without a doubt, you are the Kay Faraday I know so well. However, I cannot approve of your recklessness. I understand. Cut. You get 0 style points, Miles. Or more like, negative points. Here's how it's done. Kay. Of course. How about a hug? Okay. Oh-ho! Well then. Mr. Shields. It was just a joke. Honest. That was great. How about a hug? We interrupt this program with breaking news about the Grand Tower murder case. The police believe the culprit is a teenage girl who was present at the crime scene. She remains at large as the police continue to search for her whereabouts. Oh dear. This is getting pretty serious. Well gang, what's the plan? We don't have much time. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us here. So then, why don't you tag along with us for a while, okay? But I'll just cause trouble for you again. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. It pains me to say this, but I've got nothing left to lose at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. That settles it. We're all in this together now. Miles, you're in charge of proving Kay's innocence. Failure is not an option. Yes, I understand. Okay, I want you to help Miles with his investigation as much as you can. Yes, I'll do my best. Let's be quick about it, before the cops find us here. Unlike some people, Uncle Ray still has a lot to lose. Sheesh, if I lose the law office, I'll never be able to face Gregory. This man, I'm glad he's on our side. So now we've gotten that. So, was this the TV? Oh yeah, it is. Wait, police are searching for 17-year-old girl suspected in the murder of an attorney. We're seeing live footage from the 50th floor. The investigation will continue through the night. The 50th floor? Isn't that the meeting room at the PIC headquarters? If that... Also, isn't the 50th floor the top floor? In that case, there's a floor missing. Is there a 51st floor? That's right. We can see the shadows of the investigators behind those blinds. Uh-oh. Looks like making a clean getaway just got that much harder. Since we have no choice but to clearly evade the eyes of the media. Cleverly evade. Maybe Uncle Ray should have become a spy instead of an attorney. If worst comes to worst, I may have to use Mr. Shields as a decoy. Miles, just now, you were thinking of something terrible, weren't you? So what happens if I actually examine this? Okay, it's the same. We'll continue through the night. Oh my god, I didn't realise I wouldn't be able to skip this. Ay ay ay. Bum bum bum. There is a huge contradiction in this image. Yes, we know. Deduce. Contradiction is found here. That only details 50 floors. Do you know how many floors this building has? Of course, 50 floors, right? Just above the place where the PIC conducts their practically illegal cover-ups. Couples are wishing for love. Kinda ironic, don't you think? So what's this dark area above the 50th floor? Maybe it's the Tunnel of Love. Those are always dark, eh? The viewing platform we're on now should be directly above the PIC meeting room. However, the late-night investigation is taking place 2 floors below us. This is a clear contradiction. Was there a mistake in the pamphlet? No, rather... It's more natural to assume that this building has a hidden 51st floor. Is there a floor 51? There seems to be a 51st floor between the 50th floor and the rooftop. I see. So that's where the Tunnel of Love is. Aw, she's so pure and gullible. It's breaking Uncle Ray's heart. Why don't you take this opportunity to be more serious for once? You just don't get it, Miles. I joke around to make things easier for you. On the contrary, his painful jokes only make things harder for me. Right, so we got the is there a floor 51? I never spoke to Kay, did I? Yes, can I help you with something? Memories! I came back here because I thought I might remember something. Could you again go over what you told me before? Well, it was raining, so I stood under the cherry tree to take shelter. And then a person in a red raincoat appeared. That person pushed me and I fell. Could you tell me anything about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I don't remember it that much. No, wait. As the person approached me, I saw the moon just over their shoulders. The moon? Yes, that's right. It's just a faint memory, but I think the moon was in the exact same spot as it is now. It was floating just above the cherry tree. She could see the moon behind the figure in the raincoat. So moon. Kay saw the moon behind the person in the raincoat. It's in the same spot tonight. Oh, okay. This is a new piece of testimony. I'll be sure to keep it in mind. I'll go through the other ones. Recollections. I need a drink. Mr. Edgeworth, for a while now, I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. What? Is that true? Well then, please speak freely. Say whatever comes to your mind. Okay. I remember a faint scent. It was a wonderful smell coming from the counter of a food stall. I followed the fragrance only to find a perfectly sculpted burger resting on 2 golden buns. The tender and juicy patty made my taste buds sing with joy. Yes, I can remember what I thought at that moment. I want seconds. I don't think this memory has anything to do with the case. Okay. Ah dear. No, not right, not that one. I want to go on K. Faraday. Boom. You called yourself the great thief Yatagarasu. You prided yourself on being a noble thief who steals the truth. Do you remember anything about that? Well, Aha! Maybe I was called a noble thief because I won the Nobel Prize. That's Nobel, not noble. And they don't give prizes for thievery. Okay. Well, we got the moon. So... what do I have in logic? Railing. Where was Care standing? Is there a floor 51? Railing. Moon. That would explain how she saw it, if she saw it when she was falling. Maybe. Let's see. If I recall Kay's testimony, the person in the raincoat approached her from behind the candy stand. Then this person supposedly pushed Kay over the railing, opposing the stand. Moreover, Kay said she saw the moon over the person's shoulders. However, earlier I confirmed that the moon is floating in the opposite direction. Yeah, so she can't have. Maybe, was she next to the candy stand, and they came out from behind the cherry tree? And on the night Kay lost her memories, it seems the moon was in the exact same spot. Therefore, the position of the moon and the person in the raincoat don't match up. Her memories have probably become confused. After all, had she actually been pushed over the railing, she couldn't have survived the fall. Perhaps I should question Kay's memory of where she fell. Where Kay fell. Kay probably did not fall over the railing. Oh. Wait. Can I put these together? I suppose that worked. Kay was not pushed over the railing on this side. After all, if you fell from here, you wouldn't even be alive in the first place. But I'm certain I was standing under the cherry tree. If I fell, then the only place I could have fallen was over the railing. Well, maybe the ground just opened up from under you and swallowed you up. The ground here can open up. How? No, it was just a joke, Kay. Please don't take it so seriously. Now, as strange as it may sound, that may actually be the truth. Even if it's only a small chance, it matters not. Let's try searching the area around the tree. Oh. Oh, I see it. Kay could not have fallen over the railing. There must be something around here that proves it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. How did she fall into this? It looks tiny. Eureka! This is... looks like a maintenance hatch. Kay, maybe you fell down here. Fell down the hatch? Did Kay fall down the hatch beneath the cherry tree? Nah, just kidding. There's no way something like that could have happened. I'm sorry. I just can't remember if... No, that was just a joke. No need to take it so seriously. Right. So, when should I take you seriously then? When indeed? Well, if you jumped into Uncle Ray's arms. Mr. Shields. Come on, Miles. It was just a joke. A joke, you know. Oh, I get it. No one ever takes you seriously. Oh, that was... that was a good line. Ouch, that stung a bit. Oh, I really enjoyed that. That was good. There. An extra floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform. Why didn't anyone notice it? Normally, you'd notice it. I mean, how can you hide an entire floor? That is where the problem lies. No one noticed something. That should have been... God, that should have been easily noticeable. In other words, it must be impossible to access the 51st floor through normal means. I see. Maybe there's a secret portal or something. Okay. Now's not the time to be thinking with portals. I'd like you to recall the hatch at the base of the cherry tree. Isn't it normal to assume there's a room on the other side of the maintenance hatch? Huh. Uncle Ray likes where you're going with this. Let's hurry and check it out. Ooh. There we go. Now, let's see. This is... looks like there's a lot of stuff down there. Is this what they call a storage room? Or storeroom? There's no doubt about it. This is where Kay fell down. Of course. And with this, the mystery is solved. No, not yet. We still have the mystery of the person in the red hood who was walking in mid-air. Now, let's not get greedy, shall we? We found the storeroom, so let's wrap things up. I suppose you have a point. It does seem to warrant investigation. Hey! Well, if it isn't Miles Edgeworth. Who is it? Is that... It's Emma Skye! Oh my god. What are you doing here? I heard about the case from Detective Gumshoe. Since I was already in the area, I thought I might as well check out the crime scene. This girl's name is Emma Skye. She's a high school student studying in Europe to become a forensics scientist. She's the younger sister of my former boss, and a witness in one of my trials 2 years ago. Detective Gumshoe told me everything over the phone. He sounded really upset. He said you lost your badge at the Grand Tower, and Kay became a mummy. Please, calm down. I thought you left for Europe just a few days ago. Don't tell me you've come back already. Yep, and I brought my teacher from abroad too. He needed an interpreter, so I volunteered to help. If your teacher cannot speak English, why aren't you with him right now? He can still communicate with people. Don't underestimate the importance of body language. That doesn't really count as a language. But enough about that. What happened to Kay? Is she alright? My, what a good friend. Isn't this great, Kay? Yeah. Who are you? Are you Mr. Edgeworth's new assistant? On the contrary, my dear. I'm Ray Shields, head of the Edgeworth Law Offices. Edgeworth Law Offices? Wait, you mean like defense attorneys? Mr. Edgeworth, when did you suddenly become an attorney? No, it's not like that. Now that I think about it, it is a rather complicated working relationship. Don't sweat the details. Let's start with an introductory hug. Why'd you become a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, don't just ignore me. Because I don't approve at all. Well, why don't we continue this conversation down below? That's right. The police could arrive any second now. Mr. Edgeworth, who's she? I'll explain later. First, we have to go down the hatch. Ah, okay. Guess I'll be joining the defense team. I'll explain about that too. Brilliant. Well then, let's go to the storeroom. Oh wow. God, this is a really short case. Sheesh. We're already halfway through it. Okay, the next part seems like it's going to take a while. Yeah, maybe. It just looks fairly lengthy. Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, take care.